this new remix. Let's go ahead and give this remix a name. Now you name yours whatever you find easy to memorize or whatever. I'm going to put Moose Joy. There we go. All right. Here we have it. All right, let's go ahead and give our remix an admin key. And that gives us pretty much everything we need to get going. And let's go to the IDE next. And remember last week or last class we were working on some really cool stuff with algorithms where we did some work in the Moose Meat project, or I illustrated stuff with the Moose Meat project. Today we're working with Moose Joy. Let's go ahead and jump in. So I'm going to go ahead and direct you to lesson 3, because lesson 3 is really at the core of this concept of JSON. You can review this lesson if you have forgotten some of the basics. All of the basics about JavaScript object notation are right here. What we're going to be focusing mainly on today is building out a custom section and using it. I will just present a quite trivial example, to be honest. Maybe you can make your example a much more meaningful and integrated, giving you some really solid benefits of this configuration file, which we're using the JSON for the configuration file. Awesome stuff. Let's go ahead here and make this full screen. And let's take a peek at all these different sections that are currently exposed in this configuration file, this JSON file. And we can see this structure of keys, which are in blue, and these values that are in different colors depending on the value type. But we can see all of these keys in blue and then different values. If it's a string value, they're showing up in this yellow color. If they're a number value or a boolean, they seem to be showing up in like purple value, or purple color, excuse me. Let's just say that we want to add our section at the very bottom. Now this is the end of the definition of the JavaScript object notation. What we'll do is we'll jump in right before the ending, put a little comma here, and go down a line. Let's think about what we want to put in here. Maybe this is related to inventory stuff. I'm just making it up right here. I'm just saying inventory. Maybe you have an inventory system pre-made, and you can, for different games, you can configure it for what type of inventory is available. All right. So let's go over here and just add a couple things. So to keep this rather simple, let's go ahead and start with something such as, let's go potion. And let's just say in the inventory we have 6 potion that you're given by default. And let's just say that another item that we might have in this inventory, I don't know. Let's go with scroll. All right. And then let's just say that we have 4 scrolls. Okay, and we'll leave it as simple as that. But let's go ahead and save that and build it. Save it up in the top right, and then build it with the wrench icon. We'll let that complete. And as we do, we'll just groove on over. It looks like that's completed. So very nice. So how can we access this in our files? That's important to understand how we can access this configuration file. So I'm going to go ahead then and go over into some other files that pull in the configuration. So I'm going to go into the source over here, core, components, and maybe let's look at the game component, which is one of the core components. And you can see over here, this is where we access the config file. Right there, we import the config file in that manner. So I'm just going to copy that. You're welcome to go this same route as I am. You can type it out, obviously, but you can start dabbling into, playing around with some of the core components if you'd like. You're always encouraged to hack in this nice learning manner. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go back. Let's go ahead over into lesson 1. And let's, at the very top, let's go ahead and import. Go ahead and import that config. And then all we're going to do here is, we're just getting on board with this today. We're just going to go ahead and log a few things. So let's just go cs1.log. And let's go ahead and log config. Dot inventory dot, and if we go back and look at that, what were the two things we had? Potion, is it potion or potions? Okay, and scrolls. I should go back and check it. Let me double check. Let me just save this. Potion. And maybe put this in over here. I'll just say potions. And then over here, let's go ahead and put that into a string template. There we go. All right. Yeah. And let's go ahead and just save that for right now. I'm not going to build it yet. And I'm going to peek over here. I forget what I called it. Was it potion or potions? It's been so long. It was potion. Singular. Okay. So it's potion singular and then scroll singular. Just to be sure. So it is potion. But over here I'm just going to put the plural because maybe that makes sense to print it out that way. And what we're going to do now is we've already saved it. I'm going to go ahead and build it out. Run the build on it. Then we'll give it a check. Take a peek at it. All right, we got it built. Let's go ahead and launch the game. While we're launching the game, I'm going to mute the tab for the time being. Not that you have to. And here we are loading it up. Our Moose Joy, our JSON data structure. Let's go ahead and log in. Logging in like a beast, like a moose, right? And let's go ahead up to the log screen, and what do we see? Look at that. Potions 6. We got it. That's the lesson for today. Just an introduction to this JSON data structure is being used for configuration purposes. We'll get much deeper into other types of data structures and algorithms associated with them. But for today, that's it. Wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Yes.